Okay, I don't know why I was recording something before, and I don't know if the internet froze or my laptop froze or something, or lagged, and it got messed up, so this is a re-recording. Okay, my adventures of the day. I was using I was very sad to discover that I had run out of my Blistex Deep Renewal chapstick, lip balm stuff. Um, just because it was the one I've been using for a while and I like it. You know, it works for me. And I was sad that I had run out, at the little bottom, that stuff, and you put it on your lips and it, hurts because of plastic scratches. Well, I decided to scoop out what was left in here with my plastic knives that I got from like AC Moore craft store, Michael's or something like that, a craft store, and all this was left in it. And for those of you who depot your makeup, you probably knew that already. So yeah, I got a bunch of leftover chapstick that I would still use, but it's sitting in my palette all exposed to the environment, and I don't have a nice container to put it in. So I was going to I went to the store, planned on stopping by the craft store, which is by the Barnes and Noble, and I wanted to go to Barnes and Noble because I skipped class today. So I needed to study and I needed to get away from my house in order to do that. But I stopped by the craft store to find a little jar and a couple other bottles of, stuff of just, makeup, skincare, cosmetic stuff that I made. Like I do some of those homemade stuff. I follow those homemade video things on YouTube and just other stuff where I mix and match, or where I mix certain things, and I need a container for them. So I went to the craft store to look for containers, little jars, little bottles, squirt bottles, spray bottles, whatever. And they didn't have much of a selection, and I was very disappointed. So, yeah, and not like I was gonna buy anything anyway because I looked at my bank account and I looked at all the money that I did not have. So I knew I shouldn't be spending money. But yeah, so that was the end of the craft store, Michael's, I believe. But down a couple stores down in the same strip mall was Harmon, the Harmon drugstore, which I never really visited before. This strip mall is new, and is new like to my neighborhood, to my area. And we're in New Jersey. There's always new strip malls being made anyway. But the I never really went to a Harmon store before, just because I didn't know of any nearby me. I think the closest one, or the only one I knew in driving distance from my house, was just so far, and I thought, um, there are closer drugstores to my house that I didn't need to go all the way, 30-minute drive to visit another drugstore. But I figured I'd stop by there and check out what they had and see if they had like drugstore brands like the NYX and Prestige that people talk about in their videos, in their makeup videos, that they say they got at drugstores and they work well. They're nice, good quality products from the drugstore. So I figured I'd, check that out, see if that was there, because I never saw those brands at Walgreens or Drug Fair or CVS when I'd shop at those places. So I, wanted to check that out. I walk in, and the first thing I see is the travel size aisle where they have the little shampoos and whatnot, and they had tiny little jars to put my stuff in. And they had bottles to put my stuff in. And better yet, they had the travel size kit where they give you a nice big Ziploc bag and a bunch of containers that fit within the bag so you could fly, travel with those things. I mean, okay, yeah, I'd expect that at the drugstore, not at the craft store, but everything else they had, I would I would have expected to see at the craft store, not the drugstore. Good choice, or good of me to walk down. I got lucky, I guess. And speaking of luck, I went to I ventured down the cosmetics aisle, and lo and behold, there was NYX and Prestige. And there was all this stuff that I really wanted to try, but I knew I should save my money and everything like that. But one thing I did keep my eye out for was the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk that a lot of people seem to use as a base and stuff, and I'm a sucker for that type of thing. If everybody else is talking about it, I need to try it out. I want to see for myself what all the hype is. So I was looking for that, and I saw the NYX Jumbo Pencils, and I saw the black, and I saw the silver, and in the box numbered 604 was empty. And I was sad. I felt a little defeated, but no biggie. I could live without it. But then, as I went to, look at another section of the wall, I saw some white peeking out from a bunch of black pencils. I got the last one at the store, betches. So, I know. So I'm kind of excited to use this because I did the Michael Jackson inspired makeup contest, and I was using a lot of gold, but gold shimmer stuff, but they didn't stand out as well, especially on my dark skin, or darker skin. The golds just wouldn't pop out as much, so I used another white Wet n Wild pencil liner, but it was like the really thin kind, and if I were to actually use it to cover up an area, I'd use it down, and then I'd have to resharpen it and use the product again, and I just wouldn't have the patience for that, so I got the big fat thing, and I am so excited. So I got the last one, lucky me, and I only spent like the few singles that I had in my wallet, did not charge it to my card or nothing like that. But yeah, so that was my amazing adventure today for not going to class, and yeah, I got lucky with all the stuff that I found at Harmon. Where was I? Apparently I lived under a rock. Harmon is kind of awesome. And that's my bit on that.